apart, soft through the knees, hips facing forward, shoulders round and down, ears over the shoulders. We're going to just work with finding our core muscles. I'm just going to bring the camera up a little bit. So placing your hands on your ribs. Deep breath in through the nose, feel the rib cage expanding, and out through the mouth. And again, nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth again. While we continue with this deep lateral breathing, I want you to imagine that belt around your waist, drawing the sides towards each other and pulling the belly button back towards the spine. And at the same time, feel those pelvic floor muscles like a lift coming up. 1, 2, 3. So time us through the whole abdominal core region, but you can keep with that deep lateral breathing without it being restricted. So into the roll down, drawing the belly button to spine, nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, drop chin towards the chest. We're peeling the vertebra off the wall. One vertebra at a time, articulating through that vertebra joint, head hanging, arms hanging all the way down to your toes. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're scooping belly button to spine. Keep the knees soft. We're rounding back up, stacking that spine and coming up to standing. Good. Deep breath in. As we breathe out, draw the belly button to spine, chin to chest. We're rolling down, arms hanging, head hanging like a rag doll. Feel the articulation through each vertebra joint, all the way down to the toes. Tuck your fingers underneath your toes, or place the palms flat on the floor. Shoulders down the back, and we're going to straighten through the right knee. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften through the left knee. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and soften. Straightening through both knees, head hanging, shoulders down the back. Breathing through that stretch up the calf, hamstring. Deep breath in and out. Soften through the knees. We're going to walk the hands forward. And we're coming on to all fours. So, Kerry.
Yeah.
You, shall we go, because we haven't got any blocks or anything, have we? Do you want to come on to forearms?
Yeah, whatever. I was going to have a bit of coffee first.
Or we can use a chair.
Carry on, I'll just do my best.
Okay. All right. So, onto all fours, knees underneath hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, drawing that belly button to spine into the cat stretch. So, on the in-breath, we're rounding thoracic back up towards the ceiling, drop the head down between the arms. On the out-breath, we lengthen tail and crown, and then gently feeding on through into that back extension, drawing the belly button to spine. In breath, rounding thoracic back up to the ceiling. On the out breath, lengthen tail and crown, feeding on through into the back extension. Good. One more time. In breath, rounding thoracic back up to the ceiling. Draw those shoulders down away from the spine. On the out breath, feeding on through into the back extension. Last time, just to flex the back off, rounding thoracic back up towards the ceiling and coming back to your neutral spine position. Oh, so sliding the left leg behind you, tuck the toe underneath. We're going to push back through the hands, taking the heel down towards the floor and holding that stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep increasing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sliding that left knee back in. Good. Slide the right leg out, tuck the right toe underneath. If you're getting sore through the wrist, just come down onto forearms. foot underneath, push back through the heel, and we're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sliding that knee back in again. Good. So into the threaded needle, right back of the hand onto the floor, feeding through the gap, head and shoulders down onto the floor. If you can, take the left arm up above the head onto the floor, palm to the ceiling.
Okay. You can.
Okay. Good. Breathing through that stretch. Reach that right arm away from you. Then take the left hand back under the shoulder, back onto all fours again. Brilliant. So left back of the hand to the mat, slide it through the gap, head and shoulder down onto the floor, bring the right hand over the head, palm to the ceiling. You might find that just feeding the hand through is enough. Good, breathing through that stretch. Good, and then take the right hand underneath the shoulder, coming back up onto all fours again. Brilliant. So, leg and arm raise. When you're ready, we're going to slide the right leg back, left arm forward. Keep the right hip drop. Reaching forward and back as we take the leg and arm up to shoulder and hip height. Lower back down, slide it back in, but watch the movement from side to side as you come back to all fours. Right arm forward, left leg back, reaching forward and back. Keep that hip down, try not to hitch it. Lower back down and sliding back in again. Good. Left arm forward, right arm, leg back. Reaching forward and back. Now, if you want to progress it, you can take it out to the side, but keep steady. If you start to wobble, bring it back to the center, lower back down, and sliding back in again. Good. One more time. Right arm forward, left leg back. Carrie, you're looking far too comfortable there.
Yeah, I'll do the next bit.
All right, take the leg and arm out to the side, back to the center, lower back down, slide it in. We're going to sit back on your heels. If that's not comfortable, just drop down from the knee height, head down to the floor, creeping those fingers away from you, stretching through the back. Good. And then slowly rounding back up, stacking the spine. So we're going to bring the legs out in front of us now. Straight legs. I'll do it this way. Good. So stacking the spine, crown of the head to the ceiling. We're going to take the left leg, place it over the right. Right elbow hooks behind the knee, and then we're going to turn to face the back. As you turn, you're going to push that knee across, but keep that seat bone down. Don't hitch the seat bone up. Keep that left seat bone down as you push the knee over and rotate to the back. Breathing through that stretch. Good, and then we're going to change legs now. So right leg over left, left elbow behind the knee, and again, turning to face the back, pushing the knee over, keep the weight into the right seat bone, breathing through it, and then coming back to the center again. Good, so both knees are bent. Stacking the spine, arms out in front of you, shoulders down the back. So into the roll back C curve. So deep breath in. As you breathe out, draw the belly button to spine. We're rounding through that lumbar spine. Good. Holding that belly button, drawing it in. For an in breath, as we breathe out, rounding back up and stacking. Good. Deep breath in. As you breathe out. Margaret, you all right? C curve, rounding back up and stacking. Good. So Margaret, just keep your knees bent. You can. That's it. We're going to go into the arm float. So arm out breath, drawing the belly button to spine. We're going to float the left arm first. So brush the floor, follow the hand with the head. Keep that belly button pulled to spine. Back to the center. Good. Right arm, float it back, brushing the floor, back to the center, round back up and stack. Open the knees, drop the head down between the knees, thinking of the length through the back. Nice deep breath. Okay, stacking the spine. So we can either keep going with the arm floats, or if you would like to progress it, we're going to come back to C curve, take both legs up, and we're going to take the hands to the left, center, hands to the right, and the knees are moving, but that's only if you want to progress it, okay? So just to go through it, if you want to keep the feet on the floor, keep going with your arm floats. If we're going to take the legs up, I'll do it with you. So we're going to roll back to the C curve, take both feet up off the mat, take the knees to the right, the hands to the left, back to the center, keep the belly button drawn to the spine, right arm, hands to the right, knees to the left, and center. Good. One more time to each side. If it's too much for you, keep the feet on the floor. Good. Back to the center, feet back down, round back up, open those knees. That hardcore, give me a thumbs up if you're still all right, surviving. Good. Good. Drop the head down, breathing through that, coming back up again. So, Margaret, do you want to use the band again? We're going to do the roll down, legs straight, but we're only coming to the floor. We're not coming back up again. Arms straight out in front of you, shoulders down the back. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, draw the belly button to spine, and we're rounding down. Keep the shoulders relaxed, lumbar, thoracic. Take the head down, reach the arms over the top, and just breathing through that stretch. Good, nice deep breaths in and out. And then we're going to bring the arms down by your side, bending those knees, heels about 2 hands length away from the glutes. We're going to find that neutral spine position. So just curling the pelvis up slightly, flattening through the lumbar spine, and then we're going to tuck that tailbone underneath us, arching through that lumbar spine. Good. So rolling the marble up to the breastbone, flattening through the lumbar spine. Good. Flo, you still with us? So finding the halfway point between the two, nice neutral spine position. We're going to work with the arms. We're going to float right, left arm up towards the ceiling. Keep thinking of the rib cage staying down. We're going to go left arm up above the head, right hand down, back up to the center and changing. Right arm up, left arm down. Back up to the center again, or up to the ceiling. Left arm up, right arm down. Keep the hands on the floor like a windmill. We're taking the arms out to the side. Then finishing with the right arm up, left arm down, back up to the ceiling again. Good. Left arm up, right arm down. Keep the hands on the floor like a windmill. Circling around, take your time, feel the rotation through the shoulders. Back up to the ceiling again. Palms facing each other. On the in-breath, floating the arms out to the side. Keep the rib cage down and back up to the ceiling again. Good. On the in-breath, floating the arms out to the side. Drop those shoulders down. Feel the stretch through the pecs, but keep the rib cage down and back up to the ceiling again. Palms facing away from you. We're dropping the elbows down, levels with the shoulders, so it's shoulder height. Take the back of the hands down to the floor. Keep that rib cage down. Slide the hands along the floor, keeping that 10 to 2 position. Don't let them close. And then draw them back up to the ceiling again. Good. So dropping those elbows down to the floor at shoulder height. Take the back of the hands down to the floor. Don't force it. Slide the hands along the floor, keeping that 10 to 2 position. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and back up to the ceiling again. So relaxing the arms down by your side. We're going into the shoulder bridge. So when you're ready, deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're curling that pelvis up off the mat. Peeling the vertebra one at a time as we come up into the shoulder bridge position. Hips lifted, rib cage down. Holding for an in-breath. As we breathe out, we're coming back down, one vertebra at a time, keeping the pelvis curled up until the end. Deep breath in as we breathe out, curling that pelvis up off the mat, peeling the vertebra, squeezing the glutes, pushing forward through the fronts of the thighs, up into that shoulder bridge position. Holding for an in-breath. As we breathe out, we're going to come back down, one vertebra at a time, keeping the pelvis curled up until the end. Good. This time we're going to go into tabletop legs, but if you want to just keep going with the shoulder bridge, that's fine. We're coming up into the shoulder bridge again, hips lifted, rib cage down. Check this, no tension in the neck or the shoulders. Keep the right side lifted, and we're going to take the left leg up into tabletop position. If you can, we're going to heel or toe tap for 3. So lower for 3, in breath to come up, out breath, in breath, out breath to lower, in breath to come up. We're lowering that left leg back down. There shouldn't be much movement going on here. We're going to float the right leg up to tabletop. Keep that left side lifted, and we're lowering for 3 and back up. Keep the left side squeezing through the glute. For 2, for 1, lower that right leg down, and we're coming back down, one vertebra at a time, keeping the pelvis curled up to the end. Hug those knees in. We're rocking from side to side. Loosen off your back. Good. Okay, we're going to take the feet back down to the floor, hip width apart, thinking about your neutral spine, arms relaxed by your side. So we're going to go into the back, just to show you quickly, left heel sliding away, right arm up, lifting the left leg up, and then we're coming up from the breastbone. Now, if that's not comfortable with your neck, just keep the head down. We're basically hamstring stretching, so keep the head down and hold, and then we'll lower and draw back in. So when you're ready, we're going to slide the left heel away, right arm comes up above the head. Think about the lumbar spine, pointing through the toe. We're going to take it up towards the ceiling. If you can, come up from the breastbone, take hold of that leg, as high up as possible and feel that stretch through the hamstring and calf. And we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left leg down. Right arm comes up above the head and sliding back in. Good. Sliding that right heel away. Left arm comes up above the head. Start to lift the right leg. Come up from the breastbone, holding onto the leg. Good. Squeeze the leg towards you. Draw the shoulders down the back, and we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down and sliding back in again. Good. One more time to each side. Left heel, slide away. Right arm. Remember, if the neck starts to hurt, just take the head back down. And we're holding. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8. Keep squeezing that leg towards you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Right arm comes up above the head, and we're sliding it back in again. Good. Right leg away. Left arm comes up above the head, pointing the toe. Take the leg to the ceiling. Come up from the breastbone. Good. Holding onto the leg. And we're holding for 10, 9. Squeeze that belly button to spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down and sliding that heel back, lowering that arm back down again. Good. So we're going to take both legs up into tabletop. Both arms up towards the ceiling, imprinting the lumbar spine. If you feel the back lifting up, take one foot back down to the floor. We're going to lower, left heel, right arm, imprinting the lumbar spine. In breath to center. Keep the shoulders down the back, the lumbar spine imprinted. We're alternating. Now we can lower the opposite arm. So as left arm comes up, right arm is lowered. Good. So the same arm and leg go down together, and the opposite arm goes up. Good. Breathing. Out breath. In breath to center. Out breath to lower. In breath to center. Good. 2 more to each side. Lock the lumbar spine down. Last one. Good. Hug the knees to your chest. Everyone all right? Thumbs up. Can't see many thumbs.
Oh, sorry.
All right, taking the feet back down to the floor now, again hip width apart. Hands on the knees. We're going to work with our lower abdominal muscles, so into the curl up. If the neck is uncomfortable, obviously you can place your hands behind your head. Remember, you're cradling your head, you're not pulling it up. So, drawing that belly button to spine. On the out breath, we're coming up from the breastbone. Slide the hands up to the knees. Draw the belly button to spine. Holding and lower back down again. On the out breath. Draw the belly button to spine. We're coming up from the breastbone and we're holding and lower back down. This time we're going to pulse it. On the out breath, draw the belly button to spine. Keep the shoulders down the back and we're pulsing for 8, 7. Keep closing those abdominals. Remember, you can support your head. 3, 2, 1 and lower back down. On the out breath, draw the belly button to spine, come up from the breastbone, and we're pulsing for 8, 7, squeezing those abdominals, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down again. Last time, on the out breath, draw the belly button spine, coming up from the breastbone, and we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down, hug those knees in, rock from side to side. If you feel it burning, give me a thumbs up. If not, we'll do a couple more.
Oh, right, well, Sam was getting up.
Lots of thumbs that time. Okay, so we're going to come onto our side. Let's come onto our right side. Elbows underneath the shoulders, knees are bent. Hips are stacked on top of each other and the hip and shoulder is in line. Good. Remember that little candle burning underneath your waist, so we're lifting that waist up away from the mat. Take the top arm up towards the ceiling. So on the in-breath, you're pushing the hip forward and you're opening the arm out. Take the chest to the ceiling, follow the hand with the head. Good. On the out breath, we're bringing the arm back up to the ceiling, all the way round, palm down, lifting through the waist, feeding through the gap, and creeping those fingers away from you. Good. In breath, arm to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head. On the out breath, bring the arm round, palm down, through the gap, creeping those fingers away from you. Good. In breath, arms to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head. We're going to hold it in this stretch for 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm up to the ceiling, palm down, feeding through the gap, creeping those fingers away from you. We're going to hold it. Keep creeping those fingers away for 3, 2, 1. Arm up towards the ceiling and then dropping it down onto the top of your leg. Good. So we're going to come down a bit lower, either lying on your arm. You're welcome to put a pillow underneath your head if you want to. We're going to take hold of that left ankle, heel to the glute. We can lengthen the right leg away. And we're going, feeling that stretch down the front of the quad. So slide the knee back. Keep the tailbone tucked underneath you. Good, and just breathing through that stretch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Katie, you can tell you've got little children because they're up. Fast asleep. Good. Okay, so both legs long and stacked on top of each other. Bring those legs slightly in front of the midline, lifting that waist up away from the mat. So drawing the belly button to spine, with pointing through the toe into the outer thigh. Raise, take up towards the ceiling, flex, lengthen through that top waist and lower back down. So pointing to come up, flex, lengthen through that top waist and lower. Good. Pointing to come up, flex, lengthen. Good. So you should feel the waist lifting away from the mat as the leg lowers. 3 more. Pointing to come up, flex, lengthen and lower. 2 more. Pointing to come up, flex, lengthen and lower. Good. Last one, pointing to come up, flex, lengthen, and lower back down. Good. Taking that leg up to hip height. If it starts to feel uncomfortable in your hip, bend your knee and do it with a bent knee. We're going to start to circle. Doesn't matter which way. Keep the toe pointed. For 3, for 2, keep going, flexion, keep going in the same direction. 4, 3, 2, last one. We're changing direction. Stay in flexion for 5, 4, 3, pointing for 5, 4, forget my counting. I know what I'm doing. 3, 4, and lower that leg back down and pat it off. Good. All okay?
Yep. Yeah.
I'm going to bend those knees now. Bend those knees. Keep the waist lifted up off the mat. We're firing up our glutes a little bit more. So keeping the feet stacked together, squeeze that left glute as we take the knee up towards the ceiling. Keep the feet glued together and lower back down. Good. On the out breath, squeeze the glutes as you take the knee up. Try not to rock back on those hips and lower back down. Good. We'll keep the feet glued together, knee to the ceiling, and we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6. Keep squeezing that left glute. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. We're going to take knee and ankle up towards the ceiling, squeezing through that glute, and lower back down again. On the out breath, squeeze through the glute, knee and ankle up towards the ceiling, and lower back down. Good. This time we're going to pulse it, squeezing through the glute, knee and ankle to the ceiling. We're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep squeezing. 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. On the out breath, knee and ankle to the ceiling, squeezing. Obviously, if it gets painful, come out of it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. Last one, squeezing through the glute, knee and ankle to the ceiling, and we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. Give that a good tap off. Right, we're turning on to our other sides. So onto the left side, up onto the elbow, elbow underneath the shoulder. Feet are stacked, knees and feet. Hips are stacked. Take the top arm up to the ceiling. Remember, keep that waist lifted up away from the mat. Good. On the in-breath, opening the arm out, follow the hand with the head. On the out-breath, we're bringing the arm round, palm down, feeding through the gap, and follow the hand with the head. In breath, arm to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head. On the out breath, bring the arm round, palm down, feed through the gap, creeping those fingers away from you. In breath, arm to the ceiling, push that top hip forward, follow the hand with the head. We're going to hold it there. 3, 2, 1, bring the arm up, palm down, feet through the gap, creeping those fingers away from you, and we're holding for 3, 2, 1, arm up towards the ceiling, and then relax it down on top of the thigh. Good. So coming down to lying on the mat, waist lifted up away, catching the right ankle, lengthen the left leg away from you, heel to the glutes, slide the knee back till you start to feel a nice good pull through the front of the quad. And we're holding that. Keep increasing the stretch slightly by sliding the knee back. Watch your lower backs. Was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake that leg off. Good. So bending the knees, hips stacked, gluing the feet together, squeezing through the right knee. We're taking the knee up towards the ceiling. Holding for a breath and lower back down. On the out breath, squeeze the glutes as we take the knee up towards the ceiling. Good. Holding for an in breath and lower back down. On the out breath, squeeze the glutes, take the knee to the ceiling, and we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6. Keep squeezing that right glute. 3, 2, 1, and lower back down again. Good. This time, knee and ankle up towards the ceiling, squeezing through the glute. And we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. On the out breath, squeeze through the right glute, and we're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. Last one. Squeeze that right glute as you take the knee and ankle up, and we're pulsing for 8. Keep squeezing those glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Good. Give them a pat off, and then we're going to lengthen those legs away. Pointing through the toe when you're ready to outer thigh raise. We're taking the leg up towards the ceiling. Flex, lengthen through the top waist, and lower back down. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower back down. Good. Pointing to come up. Flex. Remember, lift that waist up off the mat as you lower. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower back down. 2 more. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower. Good. Last one. Pointing to come up. Flex, lengthen, and lower back down. Going to take that leg up to hip height. Remember, if it gets too strong, bend the knee, and pointing through the toe, we're circling for 8, 7, 6, 5. Flexion for 4, 3, 2. Last one, change direction. Stay in flexion for 8, 7, 6, 5, pointing for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Oh, nice and strong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to turn onto our fronts now. W arms. So, in fact, I'll do it this way. I think you can see better. So, just lying on your front, forehead onto the floor. We're just going to find our neutral spine position. So we're just going to curl that pelvis, tailbone underneath you, and then take the tailbone to the ceiling. So you're feeling the flattening as you tuck the tailbone underneath you, and the arching as you take it to the ceiling. So finding your neutral spine position, draw the belly button up away from the mat, feet are hip width apart, hands either side of your head, and we're going into the W arms. So when you're ready, deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're lengthening through the back of the neck, come up from the breastbone, squeeze those shoulder blades together as you lift the hands up off the floor. Hold for an in-breath and lower back down. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, draw the belly button to spine. We're coming up from the breastbone. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and lower back down. On the out breath, up from the breastbone. This time we're going to go into the breaststroke. So hands forward, palms out. Pull through the water, feel the shoulder blades sliding down the back to W, and lower back down again. On the out breath, up into the W arms, hands forward, palms out, pull through the water, feel the shoulder blades sliding down the back to W, and lower back down. We're going to put it all together now. On the out breath, coming up from the breastbone, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands forward, palms out, pull through the water, take the fronts of the thighs up off the mat. interlock the hands, turn them inside out, hold, back to W, lower back down. Kerry, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just watching you.
That's not the point of this.
I know, but yeah, I'm just. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, one more time. On our breath, up into W. Hands forward, palms out. Pull through the water, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Take the fronts of the thighs up off the mat. Interlock the hand. Turn them inside out. Push them down towards your heels. Back to W and lower back down again. Good. So if everyone just watches me for 2 minutes. So we're going to do what we call, I can't remember whether it's Batman or Spider-Man, doesn't matter. We're flying and we're going to hold it here. Obviously being very conscious of your neutral spine position. So arms are reaching forward, fronts of the thighs up. We're going to hold it and then lower and come back up into it again. We're going to hold for about 10 seconds, but of course if you need to come out of it, just come back down again, okay? Is your back twinging you, Kerry?
No, I'm all right. It's just I need to see if my dog's chewed up the house because my kids won't get up and look after her.
Okay, all right. So when you're ready, on our breath, we're going to lengthen the hands out in front, legs come up off the mat, reaching them forward and back. Try and get as much height as possible without pinching the back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Catherine, does it hurt your back?
It was just starting, so
Okay.
I thought
So then come to lying on your back and go back to some toe tapping or heel tapping,
Okay.
yeah? Okay, one more time. On our breath, lengthen arms and legs away. Good. Reaching them up as high as you can for 10, 9, 8. Pull the belly button up to the spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. Brilliant. Come back into child pose. So head down towards the mat. Catherine, you stay on your, we're coming onto our backs. So stay on your back. You can just hug your knees in. Good. So sitting on your heels, head down. If that's not comfortable, stay on your knees and creep your hands forward. In fact, if you're in child pose sitting on your heels, I want you to lift your hips up now. Keep your head down and creep the hands away from you. It's a really nice stretch through your back and shoulders. And then we're going to come rounding back up to sitting. So we're going to turn into seated position. We're going to roll back down. So when you're ready, make sure crown of the head is to the ceiling. Arms out in front of you. Draw the belly button to spine. We're coming down lumbar, thoracic, head down. And then we're going to draw the knees up to the chest. Hug the knees in. Good. If anyone has a foam roller handy, you can use it for this one if you want to. So we're going to tuck the foam roller underneath the glutes. Just watching that neutral spine position. Hug the right knee into your chest and lengthen the left leg away. The priority is your lumbar spine, okay? So if it feels like it's popping up, get that spine down and get the leg a bit higher. Good. So we should be feeling a nice stretch through that left front of the thigh. You can also take that right knee out to the side to increase that a little bit. But again, priority is your lower back. Make sure you can stay in neutral spine position. And we're just breathing through that stretch. Good. And then take that right leg up to the ceiling. So left leg is long, right leg up to the ceiling again. We're just stretching calves and hamstrings.
You know.
Sorry.
I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but it's okay. Don't worry.
Okay. So you were hugging, yeah, so keep the left leg long, right leg, that's it. Good. Okay, we're going to take that leg to the ceiling. We're going to bring that one back down to the floor. Then hug the other knee to your chest. So that's it. So left knee to the chest, right leg long until you start to feel a pull down that right side. If you need to, just take the knee out to the side slightly. Make sure you're keeping that neutral spine position. Nice deep breath. Then we're going to lengthen that left leg up to the ceiling, keeping the right leg long. You okay, Kerry?
Yes, thanks.
Yeah. Good. Take hold of that left leg if you can. Good. Then hug both knees in. We can take the rollers out from underneath us. So, knees and feet together on the mat. With knees bent, arms out to the side, palms to the ceiling. So on the out breath, we're going to take both knees to the left, head goes to the right. Then we're going to bring that left arm over to the right. Breathe through that stretch. Breathe through any tightness in that back. Then bringing the left arm back open, take the lumbar spine to the mat as we center back up. Both knees over to the right, head goes to the left. Bringing that right arm over towards the left. Again, breathing through that stretch, trying to relax any tightness in those muscles. And then center the knees and back up. Good. On the out breath, we're going to take both knees down to the left, head goes to the right, and then we're going to lengthen that right leg over the left knee. Toe to the floor. Good. And then if you want to increase it, you can take the toe to the ceiling, heel to the floor. And breathing through that stretch. Stacking knees and ankles. Take the lumbar spine to the mat as we center back up. On the out breath, we're going to take both knees down to the right, head goes to the left. Lengthen that left leg over the right knee. Breathing through that stretch. And then we can take the toe to the ceiling, heel to the floor to increase it. So bring your leg down towards the floor a little bit more if you can. Good. Stacking knees and ankles, and then take your lumbar spine to the mat as you center those legs back up again. Good. So we're going to cross right knee over left, so the knees are meeting. Good. So all the way over, so you're actually crossing at the knees. Take both knees down to the right, head goes to the left. Good. So the top leg, the crossing leg, should be on top as you take the legs down. Good. Breathing through that stretch. And then take the lumbar spine to the mat as you center back up. We're changing legs, so left leg goes over right. Take both knees down to the left, head goes to the right. And again, we're just breathing through the stretch. Good, trying to, again, relax any tightness through that back. Good, and then take the lumbar spine to the mat as we center back up. We're going to slide the ankle back onto the knee now, so left ankle onto right knee. Either you can just push that knee away from you, or you bring the right leg up, keep the head down, try and keep that left knee out, 90-degree angles. Good, shoulders relaxed, breathing through that stretch. Three, 2, 1. We're going to change legs. So right ankle onto left knee. Either just push that right knee away, or you can bring up that left leg. Obviously hold the left leg if you brought it up. Pushing that knee out. And again, just breathing through that stretch. Relax your heads down, chin towards your chest, lengthening through the back of the neck. Good, and then we're going to take both feet back down to the mat. So we're going to roll onto our sides, coming up to kneeling position. So I'm just going to show you quickly. There's some of us, I think I'm going to get you to do this from standing. So just to, so we're going to come up onto our knees, bring the right knee forward, left leg back, hands onto the floor. You're sliding the left leg back, and then you're going to drop down over the right knee. Now, Claire, how's your knee with this one, do you think? Have a go. If this feels too much for you, or the knee doesn't like it, come back up to standing, and we're going to do the psoas stretch, okay? So it's your choice. You can either do it standing, keep the back leg straight, drop down through the knee. If you're doing it standing, hold for 10 seconds and change. If we're down on the floor, so we've got right knee forward, left leg back, we're going to bring the hands either side of the knee now and come up. Watch your neutral spine position. Then we're going to bend. So the leg should be flat on the floor. Well, I say flat on the floor, at least the lower part of the leg. Bend the knee. Catch hold of it with your left hand.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
If not, just leave it long, that's fine. If you're getting enough of a stretch there, leave it. If you want to increase it, we'll catch that left ankle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Brilliant. Back onto all fours, or if you're standing, obviously we're going to change leg. Slide the right leg back, drop down over the left knee, take your head down towards the floor over that left knee. Just breathe through that stretch. Then we're going to take the hands either side of that left knee, lift up through the chest, watch your lower back. Anybody feeling any pinching in their lower back?
No.
A moment.
And you are?
No.
No, okay.
No.
And then we're going to bend that right leg, catch hold of it with the right hand, heel to the glute for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax that out. Bring both legs round. So if you're standing, just come back down to sitting on the floor. Open the left leg out into the V, right sole of foot into that inner thigh, nice and stacked through the side. Slide the left hand down towards the foot, right arm comes over the top. Take the weight down over the knee.
Oh, is that me?
And then we're going to rotate, so chest over the knee, both hands onto the feet, the foot, one foot. Take the head down and just feeling the stretch all up through that right side. Good. Back up to sitting. We're going to change legs. So right leg out in the V, left sole of foot into the inner thigh. Slide down that right leg, left arm over the top.
Monday, 10:29 a.m.
Sorry.
Oh, we're getting the message now as well. Excellent.
I don't know how to stop it.
We're nearly done. And then take the chest over the knee. And then round back up to sitting, both legs long now. Nice and tall, hinging from hips. Take the chest down over the knee. Breathing through that stretch. Relaxing the shoulders down the back. Rounding back up, stack the spine. So we're going to turn onto all fours. Tuck your toes underneath you. Push up into down dog. Feet hip width apart. Heels to the floor. Take the head through to the knees. Holding that for a breath. Soften through the knees. Walk the hands back towards your feet. On out breath, round back.